This is how you look today on October 1st, 1988. You were born in September on the 27th day in 1898 in Shedville, Indiana. At 5 years of age, you moved to Farmland, Indiana in 1903. This is a picture of you with your two brothers when you were 6 or 7 years of age. The one in the center is your brother Ralph, who died at the age of 12. The other one is Hobart, who is 2 years younger than you. In 1909, at the age of 11, your family moved to Gardena, California. Your father bought 5 acres there, sight unseen. It was necessary to move because of his health. This picture was about a year later when you were 12 years old. This is a picture of some of the members of your family. In the center is your grandfather, John Oliver Millspaw. Standing to the left is your mother's stepbrother. Also standing is your mother, Mary Lucy McProud. You and Hobart are seated in the front, and the girl on the right is your friend Lucille Overton. In 1913, you moved from Gardena to Fullerton, California. Your father bought 14 acres there. He felt that Fullerton was a better place to raise a young family. He planted an orange grove, and that was to be your living. You spent your high school years at Fullerton Union High School. Here is a picture of your graduating class. You are the third from the right in the first row, the one with the dark dress and the very large bow in your hair. There are several large bows around. I think that must have been the style then. After high school, you went to Fullerton Junior College for 1 year, and then you attended Los Angeles Normal School. This picture was probably taken while you were at normal school. You were 19 years of age. You have become a lovely young lady at this point. By the way, LA Normal School is now called UCLA. It was about this time that you met your future husband, Dick Burdorf. We'd like to digress and go back and catch some of Dick's younger years. But first let me tell you how you met. You met at the Methodist Church in Fullerton at the Epworth League, which was the youth group. Here's a shot of Dick when he was 12 years old, looking very handsome. Here's a picture of Dick on the basketball team in high school. This was in the years 1909, 1910. He was one of their star players. He's the one holding the ball. Dick was in the Navy during World War I. Here's a shot of him at that time. After the war was over, he came home, and that's when you started. Here are a couple of snapshots of both you and Dick on the day you were married. It was in January 1920. You look just a little bit happy there. I think maybe marriage will agree with you. You were married at Mildred's home on West Commonwealth in Fullerton. Here is the formal shot of your wedding. You make a very handsome couple. After your marriage, you moved to the new home which Dick had built on South Harvard in Fullerton. We don't have a picture of the house, but here is the street. and a part of the grove with the gorgeous plum tree in the front yard. I assume that's your car. For your birthday on September 27th in the year 1921, you received a very special present. Your first child, a son, was born, Donald Lee. This is he at about 1 year of age. Six years later, on September 11th, you have a thing about September birthdays, I guess. Your second child, a daughter, was born. This is Barbara Jean. Not quite sure how old she is. She looks to be about 6 or 7 months. This is a picture of Don when he graduated from high school in 1939. And this is a picture of Barbara in her high school picture in 1945. During World War II, Don was in the Navy. He was an ensign, and he made a very handsome officer. After high school, Barbara attended Fullerton Junior College just as you did. Here's a shot of her on her graduation from junior college. Here's a shot of your brother Hobart at his wedding to Barbara Bustati, his lovely bride. This is their wedding party, and on the right is your cousin Dick Gray. Your daughter Barbara was married to Dwile Heggem in December of 1948. Here is the formal shot of their wedding. They make a very handsome couple. Here is a shot of the whole wedding party. Two of Barbara's girlfriends on the left, Dwile's brother standing next to him, Ken, on the right, and a friend on the far right. The following summer, Don was married to Frances Butler. Here's a shot of them with you and Dick. The wedding was in Dick's sister's yard up in Pasadena. They had a lovely grounds around their house. Here's a shot of just the two of them in the lovely garden setting. Here's a shot of the Burdorf family, some of them. These are Dick's brothers and sisters, and some nieces and nephews in there too. I think if you study it a while, you can pick out who everyone is. That previous shot was taken sometime in the mid-50s. This present shot also was about that time. You and Dick bought a little house trailer and joined a trailer club, and this is one of the outings that you were on, and you had lots of fun for years and years with your trailer. About this time, your family started to grow by leaps and bounds. Your first two granddaughters were born, Kathy in 1952 and Elizabeth in 1953. Here's a shot in 1954 when Kathy and Liz were 1 and 2 years of age. Kathy's on the left in the red dress. Then is Hobart's daughter Lucy, and you're holding Elizabeth, and then that's Anita on the right, Hobart's second daughter. This was 1954. Here's one of the first shots of the whole family camping after you had grandchildren. This was up at South Fork, and we're out having a lovely breakfast in the sunshine. That's Don on the left, and you and Dick facing the camera. Barbara on the right with Kathy in front of her, and Elizabeth is being held by Fran. We had a lot of fun on that trip. That was in 1954. Here's a close-up on the same camping trip of Kathy and Elizabeth. having a good time. Kathy took her rocker with her. They had a ball. This was a different camping trip, but also in 1954. This is Barbara holding Kathy. Kathy was about 2 then. Many of the best times we've had as a family have been at the beach house. Here we are out in the front yard. This is DWILE with Kathy. We've had lots of good times down there. And the 2 fellows are her friend's nephews and her niece right by Elizabeth. And the 2 fellows are her friend's nephews and her niece right by Elizabeth. Back at the beach house again. Here's Kathy and Elizabeth with their tricycles. They're pretty cute, aren't they? There's proud grandma with her 3rd granddaughter. This is, no, 4th granddaughter. This is Claudia. Sue and Claudia were born about the same time, just 9 days apart. In 1956. There we have both of the granddaughters. There's Fran with Sue, and Elizabeth watching Kathy hold Claudia, and you helping out too. There they are, all of your first 4 grandchildren. Kathy on the left, Sue next, Claudia, and Elizabeth. This is the whole family at Barbara and Dwile's house in Anaheim in 1956. The occasion happened to be Claudia's baptism. Here's a good shot of the beach house. You can see how it really looks. And everybody out having fun. Looks like everyone's taking pictures. There they are again, a little bit older now. Still as cute as ever. Here's a shot a little bit later on in 1957. This is DWILE with Kathy at the beach again. Here's a good shot of Dick at the beach house enjoying the sun. 1957. This is Sue with her ball. She looks like she's having lots of fun. This is the summer of '57. There you are, enjoying the sunshine. This looks like the backyard of DWILE and Barbara's house. This was Kathy's best friend, Erin. They made quite a pair. One so blonde, the other so dark, yet they just have loved each other all these years. They're still good friends. The men all went camping one summer. This was September '57. They had a backpack trip up into the mountains. There's Dick leaning down. It looks like Don next to him, and then right in front of the tree on the left is Fred Butler, Fran's father. Here's how they looked as they returned from the camping trip. Looks like they needed some shaves. Don on the left. On Christmas of 1957, you and Dick gave the grandchildren red wagons for presents. But from the looks of things, they didn't get much chance at riding in them. This was a trip to Knott's Berry Farm. Kathy and Liz are standing there with you, all admiring the peacocks. Another shot riding in the swings. That's Claudia in the swing with you, I believe, and Kathy and Liz in the one right behind. This is a shot in Anaheim where Barbara and DWILE lived at the time, and their neighbors were the Cathers, Dick and Marion Cathers, and this is their son Richard and Claudia together. They used to have lots of fun playing together until they got old enough to know that it wasn't any fun playing with a boy or a girl. This is how your house on Rodeo Road looked. It was a beautiful home and just in the setting like a park. This was May 1958. This was Mother's Day at the new house. And there's Kathy on the left, and Liz and Sue, and all in their Easter outfits. Or I mean Mother's Day. Here's a shot of your immediate family in 1958. Don, you, Dick, and Barbara. In November of '58, Barbara and DWILE were living in Sacramento, and the whole family came up for Thanksgiving. While there, we visited Sutter's Fort. This was part of that excursion. This is Barbara and DWILE's children, just after Sandy was born. This was in December '58. Claudia, Sandy, and Kathy. Here you are in their backyard in Sacramento. You came up to help with the new baby and stayed for Christmas. This was in the spring in Sacramento also. Sandy had grown. She was several months old by this time. Back at the beach, there's Claudia and Sue. They were quite a pair when they were little. They had lots of fun. They were swimming together. This is Christmas of 1959. We had a movie camera in the family this year. This is Don and Fran arriving for Christmas at Dick and Mildred's home on Rodeo Road. There's Elizabeth with her brand new doll. And Sue with her dolly. They look so cute in their little red and white outfits. And here's Fran with Chris to be in tow. This is Sandy. She was just a year old at this point. She was just learning to walk. Here she is, giving it a try. Not too much success, but she's doing pretty good for her first day of walking. Oops. Dick and Kathy with their new Christmas things. This year, for Christmas for the children, Mother, or Mildred, made some great big balls of strips of tissue paper. They were about the size of a beach ball. Each child got one, and they started unwrapping the paper, and inside there'd be toys spread throughout. They had more fun with that, and not only fun with the toys, but they had fun with the tissue paper afterwards. Here they are, having lots of fun. They were throwing it up like confetti. You may wonder at the strange outfits everyone is wearing. That's because they all had to have on every Christmas item they received, from red tights to full petticoats to nurses' outfits. And new dress. You are collecting wildflowers with the grandkids up in Sacramento. This was about Easter time, 1960. It was a beautiful day. There's Barbara helping Dick. Again. This is August of 1960. That was Don and Chris first. Now here's Barbara and Sandy. There's Claudia and Sue playing on the beach again. I think all kids like the water. Don, and Dick with Sandy. There's our beach bather there. She's saying, no, I won't go down to the water. She's being told to stay here. Is a shot of the Burdorf clan picnic in the summer of 1960. There's a lot of familiar faces in there, but you have to kind of study to make them out. I see Merle and Max and Fran and Don and Dick. And I'm sure you can pick some more out there. After having a bevy of beautiful granddaughters, 5 in all, you finally got your young, handsome grandson, Chris. Here he is on his first birthday, surrounded by all of his cousins. Here are 2 or 3 quick slides of all the kids. I made all those Easter dresses. This is Christmas 1961. Here's Don putting one of Chris's new Christmas outfits on. Mother's always had a way of when something really tickles her, she gets to laughing so hard she cries. This was one of those moments. And this is the reason. This is May 1963. We're celebrating Claudia and Sue's birthday. This is at the Heggem's house in Monterey Park. There's Mildred getting ready for the big cake ceremony. Sandy, Claudia, Sue. Everybody's making the frosting. I hope it's good. Claudia and Sue are playing catch with the new skirts on that grandmother made for them. And the new slippers, of course. In October of 1963, Dick and Mildred took a trip on the Matsonia to Hawaii. So the whole family showed up to bid them farewell, or bon voyage. So here's some of the grandkids and some of Hobart's kids, and they're all having a grand time touring the whole ship. Here's another shot. Each year at Easter, at Dick and Mildred's, there'd be a big Easter egg hunt for the whole family. And many years, Dick and Marion Cathers and their family would join us. This is one such year in 1964. And not sure you can see it, but Mother is busy throwing jelly beans out into the lawn. This was several years before she had had an operation and didn't feel up to hiding all the eggs, so she sat in a chair and threw the Easter eggs. And the big scramble for them became so much fun that it became a tradition. So they've had the Easter egg scramble for many years. A still shot of the whole group that was there that day. Shot back at the beach house again in 1964. The two in the foreground are DWILE's parents, Amelia and Arnold Heggem. On the right, just behind Arnold, is Fran's mother, Anne. And then the rest of us you know, I think. Here we are outside, the same group, enjoying the sunshine. It was 64. Here's Don and Fran arriving in their car again. This time they have a new Volkswagen. Merry Christmas. Oh boy, that looks like fun. This is at Barbara and DWILE's house in Monterey Park. There's our little cowboy. Everybody in red and blue this year. Kids are growing. A little different than Christmas, Easter, and birthdays. We went to the snow one winter. This was in 1965. Kids had lots of fun playing in the snow. Is she gonna throw it or not? This is Easter 1965. The kids are getting pretty tall. They're growing like weeds. Here's your grandchildren, Mildred, and here's the adults in the family. All but DWILE, he's taking the picture. There you are with your happy brood. Here's Barbara and DWILE with their girls. And Don and Fran with their three. A real live Santa Claus. His other name was Kathy. Claudia's taking the limelight there. There they are, Dick and Mildred with our whole brood again. In the summer of '66, you and Dick went to Hawaii with Barbara and DWILE and the girls. Here's a shot of you and Sandy with the pond behind you, and it was on the island of Maui. There are the beach bathers, the bathing beauties, still on the island of Maui. In the summer of '68, Barbara and DWILE and their family went back east to tour the East Coast. While they were there, they stopped and stayed a few days with Max and Betty. Here they are with their boys in front of their house. This is Christmas of 1970. Kathy is receiving her very own Volkswagen. You and Dick did a very special thing for each of your grandchildren. When they graduated from high school, you gave them each their own, very own car. Kathy was a little older. She was the first one, so she was in junior college, but they all got their own car. The first four were all Volkswagens. The other two picked different kinds. Sandy got a bicycle, but it was wasn't We had a big birthday party for Dick on his 80th birthday in June of 1971. Here he is, blowing out the candle. This was at Barbara and DWILE's house in Claremont. There's Hobart and Barbara in the background. Here's a good shot of you, Mildred, in 1971. This is a shot of Pierre, the puppy that you got for Kathy. This is Ryan Edward Duff, Lindsay's younger brother. He's got the sparkle in his eye. Here's Lindsay and Ryan the following Christmas. They've grown quite a bit. He and Tom had their first son in July of 1986. This is Travis Michael at about 6 weeks of age. He's being held by Chandra, Tom's daughter. Here's a good shot of Hobart's family. We don't have the date on this, but on the left is Anita and Barbara, Hobart, Paul, which is Anita's husband, Clarence, Bernice, and a friend. Lucy's the only. For Christmas in 1986, Barbara and DWILE got a video camera, so the next few shots will be with that camera. It's mostly of your great-grandchildren. We'll start out with Kathy and Travis.
Hi, Lindsay.
Is Grandpa ready? Okay. Patty cake, big sweet man. Bake me a cake just as fast as you can. Pat it and you roll it in, you roll it in. You mark it with B. And then you toss it in the oven for baby and me. You like that?
You got a little grin. Okay. Maybe Lindsay'd like to come in and be in pictures.
Oh, I doubt it.
Oh, really?
She was acting weird this morning. We took pictures of her already.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that Grandpa? Is that Grandpa? Okay.
Boy, are you fast.
We're gonna get busy.
Whoa. Do you need help? What is he, really? He's smiling big.
She's not coming out, huh? Here comes Mrs.
And
H.
there's Mom.
Oh, Dad, this is so gross.
This is the farewell of Claudia and Peter as they take off to fly to Hawaii on their vacation on January 2nd, 1987.
And there's Ryan. Smile big and kick and flail and...
I don't want to be taken.
Happy birthday to Ryan. Happy birthday to Ryan. Happy birthday to Ryan.
You're going to have to work off all till his legs get longer.
Watch this.
I know
Until he learns to jump.
Yeah, I know a little girl that would be able to work it just fine.
Yeah.
You gotta wait till Ryan's done, sweetheart.
Oh, trying to bounce.
Yep, he was trying to make it go.
You get the idea eventually.
Watch out, watch out. Keep pulling it out. Here, make a wish. Keep going. Go. Like that.
Look at it. Sweet.
Napkin.
The beginning of the wedding of Peter Locascio and Claudia Heggem. And this is the beautiful home they live in.
Your folks have to believe it now, Peter.
It's official.
In happiness and joy. We thank God for his blessing of love, which we celebrate today, formally consecrating the love of Peter and Claudia for each other. And may your marriage be marked by happiness and devotion. Are you and each of you prepared to take the vows of marriage? You, Claudia?
Yes.
And you, Peter?
Yes.
Now, do you, Peter, take Claudia of your own free will and consent as your lawfully wedded wife? And do you promise and agree to love, to honor, and to cherish her in sickness or in health, for better or for worse, throughout your life?
I do.
And do you, Claudia, take Peter of your own free will and consent as your lawfully wedded husband? And do you promise the Gwee to love, to honor, and to cherish him, in sickness or in health, for better or for worse, throughout your life?
I will.
Now, Peter, do you have a ring for your bride?
I do.
Will you take it?
For the camp out during Easter week, 1987.
All the candy.
Me too.
Oh, me too.
Looks like she's making string beans.
I like this.
Brian said he's finished.
You done?
I go like that.
Where's this one from?
Me.
That one's from you. Okay, Jane. Well, at least he found something he wanted to play with here.
I like this.
Lindsay, we need...
Nevada City, visiting. Here's Joe whipping up some muffins. Looks delicious.
Oh, it does?
There's Clarence trying to look busy.
That's right. Hello, everyone.
Clarence is busy.
We're having Constitution Day here in
That's right, this is bicentennial.
You wave to the camera?
Oh, you get a pretty smile.
That's a real pretty smile.
That's Trevor.
Here comes Trevor in now.
Dog's up there.
DWILE's making a movie, Trevor.
I know.
Oh, you
Why don't you
do?
move out this way, Trevor, and I can get you in the movie.
Over here.
We don't have a camera.
We have a VCR.
We can play it back then.
Look.
Plenty of them out there.
Yeah, we'll make it.
And we can really take a shot of Chris in living color. This is the birthday party for Grandma and Don on September 27th, 1987.
We still didn't sing.
No, let's see.
Okay.
If you want.
Later.
What do you want?
Later.
Happy birthday.
Later on the speech.
Later on the speech.
Okay, ready for a happy birthday?
Come on, let's sing.
1 and a 2 and a 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, now Don can make a speech.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. His mouth is full.
Oh, good speech.
Did you get a napkin? Good.
Yes, we're set.
Okay, everybody else
I'll
set?
just gesture.
Now, what'd you put? And Dawn's birthday. They have the same birthday. That's Dawn.
Hi.
That's Chris.
I'm Don.
He pointed to Chris and said Dawn.
He confused.
He's confused
We don't know if you want one, but we thought it was awfully clever.
I need one.
Do you?
That's great. Yeah.
It's for travel, right?
Right.
Whatever, you can just carry it around to use as a minimizer if you want it, you know.
That's neat. That's so.
Now he's got everything. That, and then he found all these little tiny magnifying.
Yeah, if you got one of those in your wallet, it's a little credit card,
Close that.
and it's one of these Fresnel lenses.
Yeah.
You're the big
And
guy.
you know, like I could read this card.
No.
Because
On October 22nd, 1987, your third great-grandson was born. His name is Joseph Peter. He's the son of Claudia and Peter. He's known to all of us.
Sleep after his feeding. Having a feed. Those
Who else would it be, Dad?
Joy.
There, how's that?
That's cute.
Where's the switch? Where's the switch?
I had the wrong button. I was pushing this.
Oh, a real good picture taker. That's something I want to get. Is a camera you don't have to focus.
I don't want one either like that. I can't use them. They're too hard.
stick on.
Recent days, they predict who will finish near the back of the pack. Eric Enberg, CBS News, Des Moines, Iowa.
Richard Gephardt's new top dog status in the LA Times comes after he adjusted his basic message to a more general fuck the establishment and at least
First shots of Allison Megan Duff 3 days after her birth. Can't little sister.
Thank you. Smile.
Oh, she's got a cute little suit on today.
It's too small. Is it? The smallest one I had. Oh, this won't fit. Okay.
Brian, why don't you go over there too?
That's it. You ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, now I'm ready.
There's Claudia playing with Joey.
Do it again. Uh-oh.
He's a camera hand.
What are you doing?
Shoot a basket and Grandpa will take a picture of you.
Shoot a basket.
Go get your ball.
Come on.
Shoot it up there.
Oh, I almost made it.
Tag in.
Get the ball.
Oh, look at Grandpa.
Hey.
I'm afraid I need to
Look
get
at
over
Grandpa.
a little bit. No, you can't. You can't. Then we'll squish together.
All three little Duff babies. Hi. This is the day that we're celebrating Kathy's 36th birthday and Barbara's 61st birthday. And here's Grandma Great, Allison, and Lindsay.
now.
Well, Mom, as we said at the beginning, this is your life and this is your family.
Some of her friends from Quaker Gardens.
Yes,
Oh, that's nice.
my good friend. This is Dick and I one time when we were camping. This is the old Burdorf clan.
A shot of all of Grandma Great's great-grandchildren. Travis on the left, and Allison, Lindsay, and Joey, and Ryan.
It started that he was just tired and then realized he right before the party. Then realized, I couldn't go if I wanted to then. Almost. Across the river. That must have been something else. Yeah, it's hard. There's no hard work together. We played every morning.
Hi, Anita.
How you doing? We're at the birthday party. Listening in on the Hell Ski adventure over here. John talking about going.
Or Quaker Garden friends. Anita and Mona.
These are our friends. Three more sitting over there.
You have to walk one around the
Hey, I can do it. I can do it.
They can hold you.
Yeah, I can do it.
Sally?
Bonus still. Well, I figured it. You want to come in? Your children here? How old are you?
Your kids are sending me.
I don't know how that's told you. He'll just spit out any number. Oh.
I'll just get out of your
Oh,
way.
no, I'm taking a picture of you.
With McGill. McGill's Music Makers, is that what it's called? Yeah. Used to be the Candy Stripe. And that's where they got the sweaters. I mean the vest.
Here are Anita and Paul's two girls, Christine and Katie. racing around. And Kathy trying to get a picture.
We can pick an orange.
And peel it all the way down the line.
We've seen them. We grew up with them.
You bet.
Well, what do you want us to say or do? Something.
You've already done it. There's Hobart, McProud, Mildred's brother. And there's Nia and Christine.
Smile pretty. Right here. Smile's right here. Oh, you got to serve yourself.
Go ahead, Grandma, fill your plate.
They still have it. Shall we all say smile?
Sure, and put food in your mouth. That always works good, you know.
You don't want me to smile yet.
Take the cheese off your teeth first.
Hold it. There.
He's not.
Oh, yeah,
Nothing nice about him.
You were there.
You want to see it?
Got that.
If that's what you want, we'll give you your
Vacation or workout?
No, I think Grandma did.
They wait till they got your mouth full.
Australia, but you saw a lot of weight on it. A lot of coastal.
Kathy and our second daughter.
I've enjoyed
Oh, they're really good.
Put some food in your mouth. That looks better.
You had to take me to the turkey party. I had to have Maine lobster.
One thing about it, you can always send your grandkids home. Good for your kids.
Put them out there. I didn't want to put them out earlier.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mama. Happy birthday to you. Many names, Grandma.
Well, they're delivering them to you. You don't have to go get them.
Oh,
Well, you can go get them, but you can't. What a pose.
more or less. I think, you know, there's always things to... Then they started to come back, and I was afraid.
You have to get your own ice cream, I guess, over
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's it.
Close your mouth, Claudia.
Dad.
I am. That's why I've got the camera. Mona, you're on film. She doesn't care.
not quite as sensitive that way.
Well, he says we all have to drink.
Still can. And it also has a backlight and you can push. As long as you're shooting that way and release it.
There you go, Dad. You're on film.
That's right. He never gets on
Poor Dad. I've got him zoomed in even.
You're shooting. You're in the light. Oh gosh, I'm in the light. Well, it's already too late.
This is practice, right? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday.